Let's start with butt kickers, arm circles, going backward. You can, of course, just step these. As you're stepping or jogging in place, start thinking about bringing your heels towards your bottom, stretching out your quads. There is intention with a warm-up, not just to get your heart rate warmed up, but to get your muscles lengthened and ready to roll. Good, let's go into some light skaters. So you're gonna come across your body, start adding a thoracic twist here, and you can either step, or if you're ready for it, you can add a light jump, staying nice and high. All right, let's go into a nice light squat. We talk about this a lot in our classes. You want to start with your hips having the motion, okay? Your hips have the motion. You tilt them back like you're going to sit down in a chair or tap a wall, and then you add your knee bend. Your knees should not be flying out in front of your toes or starting your motion. So let's find our squat. Perfect. Let's go into hip openers. Hands are on your hips. Start waking up your abdominals. Holding your canister nice and tall, ribs over hips. You're not flopping all over with this one. Today we are doing a classic HIIT workout. So HIIT HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. In a classic HIIT workout, you should be going all out effort during your on time. Now, I have a mix here today of cardio and a little bit of strength. So some of the moves will be more intense cardio-wise than others. Of course, we will have options for those of you who are not ready for intensity. So we will have 25 seconds on, 5 seconds off, then a second move for 25 on, 5 seconds off. Repeat those 2 moves, and then 1 minute completely off before we move on to the next round. There are 9 rounds, okay? Take one hand, tap your opposite foot or shin or knee. Exhaling as your foot's coming up. We tell our girls a lot during our normal classes, your exhale matters. When you exhale, your pelvic floor naturally lifts, which helps with leaking, which helps with engagement and control. It helps with your core. So when you're exhaling on movements, and I'm cueing you to do that, I want you to be able to hear it in your house. All right, stand still for a second. Nice thoracic twist. We are going to be starting with our pillows. I've been loving bringing pillows into the workouts because it's really fun just to throw them around as hard as you can and nobody gets injured. So if you have kids with you, tell them to run really fast and find their own pillow because they're going to love how we're starting out. And we will be starting with twisting. Let's reach up behind us. Start to engage your core. With twisting, you want to make sure you're in control, but we do it a lot in our daily life, so we need to incorporate it into our workouts. Okay, you can grab your pillow. Our first move for 25 seconds on. If you've ever done ball slams, you're going to bring your pillow around your head, keeping it close to your body. You're slamming it to the ground. Nice deep squat, flat back, picking it up. Exhale and slam. Here we go. Ready? Begin. 25 on. Get mad. Get excited. Get whatever you need to be right now, but slam that pillow down. Big exhale as you come down. It's really important to think about your squat form here too. You're going to find a wall sit next. You're only going to have 5 seconds off and find a wall sit. Ready? Go. Find your wall sit. Sink it down. Get comfortable here. You're going to take your pillow, slam it over your head. So be careful of your fingers. With your exhale, you're slamming it behind you. Core should be nice and tight and locked up. In 10 seconds, you're going to get a 5-second rest. We're going to go back to those pillow slams on the floor, standing up, that we just started with. 3, 2, 1. 5 seconds to transition. Ready? Let's do it. Go. So I'm coming around my head one way, slamming, coming around my head the other way. the next time. As you're doing this, this should be a core workout. Nice tight core as you're doing that circle around your head. Nice explosion down. Good squat form coming back up. Lots of things happening here. Ready to find your wall? Let's go. Find your wall. Pillow slam over your head. After this, you get a minute off. Let's go. Your legs are strong. They're not even feeling this wall sit, right? If you have someone else in your house, they're like, what are you doing right now? All right, break. You're gonna have an extra minute here to rest. Grab a drink in between sets. I'm gonna show you what's coming next. You will still need your pillow. All right, next up, lateral wall slams. You're gonna take your pillow. My side is facing the wall. This is really important for core engagement. If you're not ready for this move, you can still do it. Just make it light, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna take your pillow, slam it against the wall. You're gonna jump toward the wall to get your pillow. Nice deep squat again. Switch sides, slam on the other side, okay? So you kind of have a squat hop in between each one. You can, of course, just step it, grab it with a nice squat, stand up, do it again with a nice light toss, just to think about thoracic twist. Second move is going to be a jack with your pillow. So when your feet are wide, pillow's at your chest. When your feet are tall, you're a pencil. This will be our second move. Let's start with our wall slams. Let's go. Remember, you can start higher intensity if you're feeling good. As soon as you start to lose core control, meaning you're just twisting through your back, then you want to bring it down and go light. All right, ready for those jacks? Start in a pencil. Widen your feet, bring it to your chest. Let's go. You can just walking tap this. Great job, you guys. Woo. Lateral wall slams coming up again. Pick the option that you're feeling today. Break. All right, you ready? You tell that wall who's boss. Let's do it. I want to know if anybody has some feathers flying in their house. Woo! Or whose kids are doing it with you. This is a new fun game. All right, break. All right, find your pencil. Let's go. Find your exhale. Three, two, one. 1 minute off. Great job, you guys. Woo! Okay, you are kind of done with your pillow, so put it off to the side. But for our very last round, in the 9th round, for your second exercise, you get to pick which pillow slam you want to do again, okay? So think about which one you like the best. Pillow can go off to the side for now. Grab your towel. First move, triple lunges with a towel hold optional. Nice tall canister. Triple lunge is going to be going 1, 2, 3, and on the third one, you drop down. My knee is not flying out over my toe. I'm tapping my back knee. You don't have to go that far, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another option, bring your towel in. Just do reverse lunges, okay? Second exercise, we're going to be standing with a tight canister, doing lat pull downs, pulling the towel apart. Ready for triple lunges? If you're choosing the option, towel is out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, drop down. 1, 2, 3, drop down. Big Big exhale as you're dropping. All right, now that you have the movement, focus on pulling your towel apart. Your shoulders should not be up by your ears. Good. All right. Breathe. Ribs over hips, okay? Lock up that transverse abdominis. Arms are up over your head. Pull the towel apart. The whole time you're pulling it apart, you're bringing it down to your chest, pressing it up toward the ceiling. With an exhale, I want you to focus on your chest with the press up toward the ceiling and with your lats as you're pulling it down, okay? But your core is zipped up. All right, here we go. Triple lunges again. Ready? Let's do it. Now, if you're choosing the higher intensity option, and when you drop down, your front knee cannot stay aligned with your toes, it's falling in or it's falling out, slow it down. Do the reverse lunge. Focus on your core being tight and your knee being straight. Break. Woo! Arms up. Tight canister, core is engaged. Pull that towel apart. It's not just the lower and raise, it's a pull apart too. You're doing great. 10 seconds. Good. Find your drink. Woo! You're doing awesome. Round 4 out of 9. We're cruising, aren't we? It's going fast. Still keeping your towel. It's going to come behind your head this time. We're going to add a light squat here, okay? And kind of like the pencil jump we did, it's going to come up over your head when your feet are aligned, pencil. You're going to drop down into a sumo squat position, bringing it down behind your head. Again, squeezing your lats, pulling the towel apart. Okay? If you're not ready for that movement, you can always do the sumo, step it up. So forget the jump, okay? This is going to be one where you want to make sure your back is not arching. So I would actually recommend most of you start with the stepping option and then add the jump if you feel like you're ready. Our second exercise is going to be a burpee option, okay? So you'll be doing regular squats if you don't want to burpee. Otherwise, we'll be doing burpees. All right, ready? Go. Think pencil. When your toes are together, you're tall. Pull that towel apart. It doesn't have to be like, you know, Hulk mode, pulling it apart, just some tautness on the towel. All right, break. You can put your towel aside. If you're choosing full burpee, you're going to do hand release. Come down, release your hands for a second, jump up, go ahead and begin. Those of you who are not ready for burpees, I want you just to do air squats in control. Breathe. Think about your exhale as you're coming up. Your breathing is important in these. Those of you doing burpees, you're looking awesome. 3, 2, 1. Find your towel again. Goes behind your head. Just make sure it's taut. Starting your pencil. That's the easiest way to think about it. Coming down and up. Now, if you are doing the jumping option, when you're coming down into your sumo squat, take a quick peek. Your knee should be outside of your toes. I should be able to see my toes here, okay? Slow it down if you need to. These workouts are made for everyone, so just take the one that makes sense to you. Woo! Break. Ready for burpees or squats? Hand release. Let's go. Lift up your hands just for a second. Find your burpee. Your break is coming up next. This is intense, you guys. HIIT is meant to make you sweat. It's meant to get your heart rate up. Break. Breathe. Drink. Walk around, bringing your heart rate back down. All right, you're going to need your ball next. You can put your towel off to the side. Woo! Okay, 2 options. You can either do this on a wall or on the floor. We're thinking side plank, okay? The ball is between your hamstring and your calf on your top leg, whether you're on the wall or on the floor. You're going to squeeze the ball first, engaging your hamstring. Then you're going to lift. Squeeze, lift. This is what it looks like on the ground if you're choosing the harder option. Squeeze, lift. Squeeze, lift. You guys ready? In 10 seconds. Then we're going to be standing up, going into a climber type exercise, standing. All right. Find your option. Let's go. If you're doing the wall, the farther your bottom foot is out, the more challenged your obliques are going to be. So squeeze, lift. Especially focus on exhaling during that lift. Great job. You got 3 seconds till you're going to stand it up no matter which option you're in. All right. Stand. Climbers, but standing, okay? You can do running like me. Go ahead and join me. Or you can just do walking. Pretend you're Spider-Man right now, right? If you have kids with you, have some spidey sense. You can throw a little pew pew in there once in a while if you want. Good. 10 seconds left here. We're going to do the same side leg. All right, let's find it. Wall or floor, same side. Let's go. Squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, breathe. Ten seconds. Ready for climbers? Let's go. You can keep your ball in your hand. We're going to need it for our next exercise again. All right, go. Just do the marching in place option as well if you want. If you're doing marching in place, you can bring your hands down. You can even put one on your TVA. Focus on keeping that TVA tight, making this into a core exercise, okay? You're doing awesome. 5 seconds till your break. 2, 1, break. Woo! Great job. Okay, first exercise, we're switching the leg. So same thing of what we just did with that wall or side plank. Switching the leg, squeeze and lift. Second exercise is going to be star jacks. Options here as well. This is a cardio exercise. High option is you're actually jumping into the air like a star. Whoop, whoop, whoop. As fast as you can go. You can have little breaks in between. Second option, you could just do a jumping jack. Third option, which is a great option, going up on your toes, working on calf raises. You still have 20 seconds here to grab a drink before we find our side plank. As you're breathing here, I want you to think about something that you love about yourself. Think about something that you are working on right now by being here and starting your day this way. Tell yourself that. I have great legs. I love that my muscles are working right now. I love that I can run again after my injury. Something like that. All right, let's go. Find that side plank. Squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift. Remember, this side may feel different than your last side. You can put your opposite hand on your obliques that are facing the floor, so on your core to feel those muscles working. All right, we're going to go into star jacks. You ready? Let's go. Pick your option. If you're picking the jumping option, your cue would be to be exhaling as you land. That's going to help with your pelvic floor because you are raising your pelvic floor and engaging it as the impact is coming. We're almost there. 2, 1. Woo! Find your side plank. I'm going to go down to the ground this time. Squeeze, lift, breathe. Great job. Break it down. Let's go into star jacks. Woo, let's do it. 25 seconds. You can do 25 of anything. Remember, if you're getting tired, you're having some weakness going on, just go into calf raises. It is okay. 2, 1, break, drink. You can just walk around, catch your breath. 3 rounds left. Similar to what we just did, we're going to go down to the ground in bird dog. Ball goes behind your leg, okay? You're going to do a bird dog, which means lifting one leg, the leg with the ball, raising your opposite arm. Focus here is to keep your hips even, facing the ground, pulling your core up. Don't let gravity win, okay? Your core should be nice and tight, especially your TVA. Second exercise is going to be a push-up. You can do this one on the wall with no ball, okay? So you just stand up, farther your feet out, harder it's gonna be. Second option, more challenging option, you're gonna keep your hand on the ball, do a push-up, switch sides. Okay, all right, find your ball behind a knee. Let's go into bird dog. So you're raising up the leg with the ball and your opposite arm. Hold it for a couple seconds, release it down, same side, going back up. Focus on your hips, not falling, they're even. If someone walked up to you with a measuring tape right now, measured you, it'd be the same from both hip bones down to the floor. Exhaling as you're raising. Good, all right, find your push-up. Whichever option sounds good to you. Let's go. Now, as you're doing the push-up, yes, they are hard, but is your core staying engaged? If you're having a hard time with this or you have diastasis, come into tabletop and just focus on a nice pull in with your TVA. You can put a hand there. Just think about pulling it in, releasing it down, pulling it in, releasing it down. All right, we're gonna go back to our bird dog. So your ball is going underneath the same knee. We're repeating, same side, let's go. All right, another thing to focus on here, you guys, other than your hips staying level, you're exhaling as you're rising, as well as think about your back right now. Is your lower back fairly flat? It's gonna have a light bend as you're raising, but are you keeping it flat? All right, push-ups. Let's find it, let's go. Woo, 25 seconds goes fast. Give me 2 more. Great job. All right, break. We have 2 rounds left. First exercise, bird dog on the opposite side, okay? Then you're gonna stand up for your second exercise. Of course, we have options here. Here's the harder movement. You're going to squeeze the ball, drop into a squat. Keeping my face, my chest toward you, I'm gonna turn my legs into a 90 degrees from facing the opposite side, come back, okay? This is your motion for your second exercise. Options, stand up a little taller, twist. You can turn your body, or this will be a little bit less confusing, is if instead you focus on squeezing the ball, adding a thoracic twist, hold, back to the center, hold, back to the center, okay? So you have lots of options. Let's find our bird dog on the other side. Don't let that ball drop. Let's go. Raise it up. Hips are even. Back is not hyperextending, meaning that we're engaging our core. Our lower belly is keeping our back is nice and pulled in, which keeps our back from hyperextending. You do not have to raise your arm and your leg very high. They do not have to be parallel to the ground, you guys. All right, let's stand it up. Squeeze that ball, no matter your option. Squeeze it, press it with your chest. You can add the jumping, or stay even here, twist your body using your core. You pick. Come on, pick it up if you're doing the jumping one. Exhaling as you impact the ground. 2, 1. Find your bird dog. It's a quick transition. Woo! Let's go. It's hard to get settled, right? And go to slow movement after you've just been moving quickly and doing more of a cardio burst. So just slow down, focus. If you really want to engage the hamstring, squeeze the ball. Let's stand it up. 90-degree switches. Chest squeeze. It is tight Hulk mode the whole time. Go. If you want more here, get deep in that middle squat. Break. All right, last round. Here we are, last round already. You will need your pillow. So remember, okay, well first, before I confuse you, our first move is going to be skaters. I love these because it adds the thoracic twist in it. You can do full out skaters, hopping. You can do staying higher with the hop, or you can just do stepping, keeping your core nice and tight. That's your first move. Second move, you're grabbing your pillow and you're doing whichever pillow option you want that we did in the beginning. So remember, we had the around the head slams. We had the wall sits with the overhead slam, and we had the lateral slams, hop, other side. So you pick which pillow exercise you want to do. But we're starting with skaters. So keep your pillow to the side. You got 10 seconds to get your game face on because this is our last round, okay? 25 seconds on, 2 times through each exercise. You ready? Let's go. Skaters, begin. Stepping or jumping, touching the floor or not. Mix it up. You can come down to the floor, raise it back up, go up toward the ceiling. Make it kind of a dance move. 10 seconds till you find your pillow. Woo, find your pillow. Which slam are you doing? I'm gonna do around the world. Let's go. Now, if you're doing the laterals or the around the world, focus on your squat. Your back should be flat, your chest should be up. If your eyes are staring at the floor, you're gonna injure your back, so straighten it out. All right, put your pillow down, back to skaters. One more round of each one. Let's go. If you're getting tired, start walking it, tap it out. You do you today, it's okay. 3, 2, 1, find your pillow. You can do a different one, a different pillow exercise than you just did if you want. 25 seconds till you're done. Come on, power it up, ladies. Smile. Give me a roar. Rah. Throw that pillow around. 3, 2, 1. Give me one more. And you are done. Great job, you guys. Walk around a little bit. Grab your water. I want you to seriously walk some circles in your living room, bringing your heart rate back down. Roll your shoulders back. Do some backward arm circles or shoulder rolls. Bring the shoulders down from your ears. I want you to give your core a little A little pat right here for a job well done. Waking up these muscles even as you're walking around. I want you to feel strong and confident. All right. Let's start by side tapping. Arms coming across your chest. Smile, you did it. You were here. You started your Saturday, right? Now you're going to conquer the day. Nothing can stop you. Good, let's find a reverse lunge. Sinking it down, you can drop your knee down all the way if you want, or stay elevated, focusing on your hip flexor, getting a nice stretch right here. You can add some light movement here. You never want to bounce a stretch, but you can have nice light movement just to find your sweet spot. Good. Let's bring your opposite hand of what your knee is out down to the ground. Let's add a twist in here. As you're breathing, catching your breath, think about expanding your rib cage with each breath. It's not going into your belly. That's bringing pressure to your pelvic floor, expanding through your ribs. All right, let's come back up to standing and switch legs. Find your hip flexor stretch first, dropping it down. Find your light movement. Great job, you guys. Take a peek at your knee right now. Where is it naturally falling? Is it straight? Is it naturally falling in? Does it kind of collapse out? Did you catch yourself? Even as you're stretching or during your normal daily movements, you want to kind of check your posture, right? See what your natural habits are. All right, opposite hand comes down. Let's stretch with that twist. Good, bring your hand back down. You can bring your other foot up to meet it. We'll shimmy your feet out to the side. Let's have a nice hamstring stretch here. Side to side movement. Keep breathing. You are awesome. This was a tough workout, you guys. And you showed up and you did your best, and that's what matters. Good, slow roll up. Let's bring one arm across your chest. Look at all the sunshine in my room now. It's gonna be a beautiful day, right? Switch sides. Good, bring your feet back up. Let's take a deep breath up, you guys. Nice together. Breath and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me for our classic HIIT workout. I'm so glad you were here.